Hi, it's me, Martin Jones, my new blog. Um, I've got a free webinar tomorrow night or online meeting. You can speak back. And I'm going to be teaching holographic breathing. So if you want to learn holographic breathing, come along. If you want to ask any questions, come along. If you've got nothing to do, just come along. And if you've got something to do, come along. And if you're in between, still come. So everyone come. Be great to see you all. As I say, I'll be teaching holographic breathing, and then we'll be going on to work how to work with sacred sites, and in particular we're going to be working with the energies of Chequers, which is a sacred site near me. It's one that I have discovered, and we went there on the solstice and had some really potent and strong meditations. So the free webinar is tomorrow night, 7:30 to 9:30 UK time. If you can't make it, still register, because if you register, then I'll send a recording of it to you. So yeah, this is the start of my new blog. I'm gonna do this every day and talk about things that I'm doing and things that are on my mind. But it should be a really great webinar tomorrow night. The Chalice at Chequers. It's where the British Prime Minister lives, and there's a shape of a chalice. It makes a chalice shape there in the landscape. There's a big chalice shape, and then there's a hill, Beacon Hill, which makes a prayer shape. So that's a chalice and prayer, and a very potent energy there. And an ancient track goes through there, the Ridgeway, which is an 6,000-year-old right of way that travels across southern England, and it's got both the Michael and Mary ley lines traveling along it, and people used to go on pilgrimages along it to all the sacred sites. And Chequers, where the Prime Minister lives, is one of those sacred sites. So, come along. We'll be able to wake up Boris, if he's there, with all of the energies, we'll be able to wake up Boris or whoever's there. And we'll be able to reconnect the energies at Chequers. Well, they're in the earth, they're kind of connected, but they just haven't had humans working with them because it's private. So, or half of it is private. So we'll be working with all of it at a distance. Really tremendously healing site. And I've worked with it about 6 years. I found it just was working there. I live in a van. I'd take my van there to make videos of holographic breathing. And I was in this little dell, and I'd make these videos, and this energy came to just pour through. As soon as I start recording, this energy would come through the van, and it would go out and cross in front of Chequers. And I thought, well, it's a special energy for Chequers. But after a while, after a while, suddenly, I had this experience, had this realization that this energy was the Ridgeway, because we're told the Ridgeway is about half a mile back from there, or even a mile back from there. And I realized it's a Ridgeway, very potent energy, goes straight through Chequers. And so I started mapping it out, and there's no denying it's the Ridgeway. The Ridgeway is a physical thing. It's a ridge before it drops down off the edge of the Chilterns, and that is it. Chequers is right on the edge of that, whoosh, down into the valley. And it goes about 20 meters in front of the house there, the mansion there, makes this big chalice shape, and then there's ancient pathways that make the stem. So we got the whole chalice there, we got the prayer shape, there's a church down in the valley right below Beacon Hill. And on the day, we will be working from the Dell, distance wise and in ourselves, be working from the Dell and from Beacon Hill, which is the combination of the prayer and chalice on top of Beacon Hill. Tremendous energies, and we'll be working with that chalice geometry in ourselves and that prayer geometry in ourselves. And it's a tantric site, so we'll be working with female energies that go backwards and forwards inside of us, and the right hand side of the body to the left hand side of the body, and the kundalini. We'll be doing all of these marvelous things absolutely free of charge. I mean, you can't ask for better than free of charge, really. I'm not going to pay people to come along, so you're not going to get any better than that. That's as good as it gets. So I'm giving my time free of charge. I've mapped out this whole site just for you, well, for me as well. And what I'll do at the bottom of this video, I will leave a link, and it'll be to picture map of Chequers, so you can look at the picture map of Chequers. And if you want any type of sway over what happens, well, it's the whole world, really. All these governments and things are all connected. Help me line up and bring these energies into balance at Chequers. And then you never know, the Prime Minister, when he's staying there and all this lovely energy, he may lie down, he may start having some visions of nice ways to run the country. I mean, my kind of agenda is, let's help save the earth, eh? I mean, that's pretty high on my agenda, that we leave this earth in a better shape than where we picked it up. And we're not doing a very good job with that one. I mean, to tell you a little secret, we have done a really rubbish job on letting this world be a better place than when we arrived. We've littered it, we've polluted it, we've got global warming going potently. So it'd be really handy, if the Prime Minister's lying down, he starts having visions or connecting to the earth energies and talking with the earth, and who knows what happens. Goes on the subtle level, becomes a vision, becomes an idea, becomes a policy. Be great, huh? Come along, enjoy. See you tomorrow night, 7:30 to 9:30. If you can't make the time, just register, because I'll send you a recording. If you register, you get a recording. The things I do for you, I mean, it's ridiculous, really. All right. Anyway, this is the end of my first blog. It's been really great. I've got no one to speak to, so I might as well nat to my computer. All right. Bye.